Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is John from xemacscode, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a to-do app in JavaFX. So basically I have searched for a design and inspiration for our application to be built using JavaFX. So this is just a basic to-do app, and of course this is from dribble.com, and this design is inspired from Islam, as you can see here. So this is the entire UI of the application that we're planning to build using JavaFX. So we have here an input text field where we can, of course, write the task that we want to accomplish or something like that. And then right after this, right after adding the task, we should be able to see the task right below this text field. And there should be an option to edit and delete the tasks whenever we, maybe done, or we want to edit the the task that we added. And here on top we can see the overall progress. As you can see, this is just a simple application, but of course you will learn a lot from this tutorial, and we will cover, perhaps in the future, we're going to work with files or text files or even database for this particular application. So without further ado, let's start developing our JavaFX simple to do app. So I have here my JavaFX, I mean my Apache Netbeans, and this is version 12. If you want to use another version of Netbeans, you can do that. I have like a lot of tutorials on how you can set up Netbeans IDE for like different versions. So I think my previous upload was all about setting up Netbeans version 18. So currently my available Netbeans is version 12, so I'm just gonna make use of this to create our to-do application using JavaFX. So yeah, let's create the application. So I'll just select the JavaFX application option here and click on next. This should be project to do effects, something like that. So my JavaFX platform that I'll use is the JDK 1.8. So actually you can make use of other platforms if you want, but for now I mean this is what is available for me right now, so as of the moment. And I'll just create the main application class right here. So I'll just click on that and finish. Okay, so after doing that, this should be the generated application. We can remove the comments if you want, just like that. And of course we can now see our application. So this should be the basic application, or the default basic application that we get after creating the project. Okay, so project to do effects. So again, this is just a basic application, or the default basic application that we can click on the button, and then we can see the output in our output pane right here. So we'll start modifying this to look like this. Again, this is our inspiration. So let's close this for now, and let's add a few files from here. Okay, so currently we have only a single file. We can add multiple files here. So for example, XML file. So this will be to do. Okay, we can also add Java controller for this, so I'll just name it as to do controller. And of course this is under also in the project to do effects package, just like that. On next, For the cascading style sheets, of course, we're gonna do, or I mean, we're gonna use style sheets for this because we want to cover also, or to add support for light and dark mode of our application. So to do that CSS, that would work. And also, this is under package project to do effects. Click on finish. Now that we have that, as you can see here, we have now multiple files. We have the main application, or where we can see the start method of our JavaFX application, and also the main method to launch our app. So later on, we could also add login function for this, but let's focus for now on the UI part of our application. So I'm just gonna resize this because it's overlapping with the other application. I mean, we cannot see the Netbeans or the entirety of our scene builder. So again, we're using Netbeans 12.0, and also we're using scene builder to design our application. So first off, let's try to style this. Okay, so we have option to add CSS. Again, we also have CSS inside our project, as you can see here. So we can add color or background color for our main panel, and then semicolon, and let's try. Now we will add text field. We can also add a button right next to the text field, so button. And then in this particular area, I mean this area right here, this should be like a dynamic content. We will add dynamic content to this because of course we want to add perhaps scroll view for this, because say for example there's like a bunch of tasks that we have already added. We can scroll down or up the tasks that we have added, something like that. So before that, let's add the option, or I mean top portion of our application. So we will move this. I'd like to make use of hbox for now. Hbox. Okay. And of course we can set the border for this. Okay. Let's try style sheet should also be to do that CSS, and we can add class to this. Where is it? This one. And let's say this is a pane. Okay, and then let's go back here. You can add student class here. I'd like I like to do it this way because I think it's cleaner to have all our classes or all our styles to sit here in our to-do.css. So basically, we're gonna add effects, border, color, and then perhaps like we're gonna use white, and then for the border radius, effects, border radius, let's say 20 pixels. Let's try that. Save. Okay, and then we can just resize this to let's go back to here. We can say text input, and then of course the background color. Let's try that. Effects background color. This should be let's try the color chooser for now. Okay, and effects text. Okay, so that would be text field, and it should be lighter color. So for example, white. Save that. Text input. Let's add class to our input. Not there, but here. Okay. Okay. We can preview our application for now. Okay, that's looking good. And of course, we will add VBox. Okay. Okay, let's just resize this, and then we're gonna apply. Perhaps for now, let's just make use of this, but later on we will change this. We can add border for this, so this will be main task. Okay, and we should also be using the TODO.css. Okay, let's add, for example, padding, so that whenever we add something here, we will be able to have a uniform spaces all throughout the box. So that would be, for example, 5. Okay, let's try hbox. Okay, so the hbox, let's resize this. Okay, the border color for this, let's just rename this for now. I mean, change the style class, so that would be task. Okay, and let's go back here. So we have task, and then we have main task. Okay, is that what we added? Yeah, task and then main tasks. Okay, that should be S. Then we can just copy the border color perhaps for our task, and then the border radius, let's just add that and go back in our scene builder. Let's check. Okay, so I think we have to change the border radius of our hbox, so that would be, for example, 10. Okay, so I think that's closer to this, and in here we will have text. We will also have buttons. Okay, so we should be adding horizontal box, hbox also. hbox. So we're just adding hbox inside the hbox, and then we can add elements. So for example, buttons. Okay. Okay, and then we need to align this, of course, on the left side of our hbox. So first, let's just add text. Okay, or label. Yeah, so that should be before the edit and delete button, and then we can resize this, something like that. The label, of course, we need also icon or image view beside the text or the label. Okay, we will resize this to 32 by 32. That's 32 by 32, and the label Say for example, this is task 1, something like that. So let's resize this just like that, and then we will add spacing so that it will not look like close to each other. So let's add 5. Okay, label the properties, let's select white for now. The what do you call this, the font, let's make it a bit bigger. We can select a font if you want. Okay, and then bold. And the icon, later on we will add icon because there's like different icons for different state of our task. Because say for example this one, if it is done, then it's like a color green, while the unfinished task will be circle or unshaded circle with the outline as red. Okay, so I'm using this icon app right now. This is icons 88. If you want to download that, you can download. You can search the internet for that. But yeah, let's try the color to something orange. Okay, and then the size of this is 32 by 32. So okay, now we have to search for circle. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so now we have different icons for our application. So we will use this inside our app. So for example, the edit, we can add image view for our delete button. Delete, and for our edit button. Edit, there you go. So this should be image edit. And this is 32 by 32. In this one, we will have the delete first. Okay, so this is 32 by 32. So 32, and that is 32 also. Okay, and then we will remove the background for this button, and then we can change perhaps the color of our background. So I'll just paste the code for our button. So we're gonna have to add border color transparent and also background color transparent to that. And let's go back here, and as you can see, we now have a nice looking buttons right there. We can add also the icon for this area right here, and we can add maybe margin to that area so that we will be able to move this text. So let's try adding 8. We will also add icon to our add button right here. So we're gonna change the icon for this. So let's drag it here and change the icon. Okay, something like that. And this should be 32 by 32 also. 32, and this is 32. Okay, you can resize this just like that. And maybe we align this with our text field so that it will look good, something like that. And okay, so I think that's it for now, and in the next video we're going to add the actual source code to add our task in here. So it should be dynamic, and whenever we are done with the task, it should look like this green icon, and then with the strike through within the text. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.